Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Michael got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks free of the 25 to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome, Shawn and Maya in the morning on this House Music Monday edition. I'm your boy, the SuperBack Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. Listen, if you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple, but wait, there's more. You can also go to the show's page. You can go to Shawn and Maya in the morning. You can like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real. All right, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button. And also click the bell. That's the notification button. And that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. You get it? You got it? Good. Now, if you're watching us on our mobile app, listen, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Stop playing. Come on, man. Listen, so go to wherever you get your apps from. It doesn't matter where you get them from, whether it's iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven, Zayre, Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Venture, Woolworth, Weebolts, Gold Blast, wherever you get them from. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it, you take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles, thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on our Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. Listen, Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Yes, baby, we have our own Roku channel. So listen, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel right to your television. Just download it right there. Put it next to Netflix, Hulu, Apple, Prime, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Stars. You know, Stars tricked us, man. I thought this was going to be the week. Last week was going to be the season finale of BMF. But they didn't say nothing. There was no new episodes. So this week, this Friday, and it's actually, it's not going to be, so they're trying to make an event of this. This Friday is going to be at 8 o'clock. It's going to stream. So you can't watch it. Like I watch it like anytime after Friday after midnight, you can stream it and watch it. It's not going to be available on the streaming service. Apparently, it's going to debut. It's going to air at 8 o'clock Eastern. The season finale of Black Mafia Family BMF. But anyway, I was a little annoyed with that. But just put Sports Zone Chicago next to that one, next to that tile. All right, the Paramount Plus tile, whatever. Just put us there, and you can watch us on the big screen. Hell, we're on the big screen, right, Mickey? Ficky now. You can also tweet the show. You can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online, you want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy, one handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snare. If you want to follow my lovely co-host, Maya Akai, you can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at The Sports Chica. If you want to follow her on Instagram, because you're IG and you do it just for the gram, we'll just follow her at Maya_Akai. It's MAYA_AKAI. I have a great show for you, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's our mobile app, do me a favor, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here on the in the thread. I'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best Chicago morning sports talk show around. And that's you. All right? That's you. So keep them coming, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's see who we got in the chat, because it is jumping already. Cornelius Squalls, what up? That's what I'm talking about. What up, sports owners? I appreciate it. Be Smooth is in the house. Cornelius, sports owners, and the SuperBack Shawn Sierra, thank you very much. Oh, man. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. Man, what's up, Junior? How you doing, Papa? Hope you're feeling all right. Junior and I were watching. So funny. Junior and I ended up watching the Canelo fight this weekend together. Kind of virtually. Kind of virtually. Levette Lee, good morning, Mama. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. My Sean Walls in the Mickey Picky House. Happy House Music Monday, baby. You see it? I got it. I got one of my joints on, baby. House music. Yeah. Man. Whoo. Let me tell you some house music yesterday, boy. Let me tell you. Mr. Shode is in the house. What's up, Shode? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so if you don't know, if you didn't see, if you don't follow Maya, so she got married over the weekend. It was a courthouse. Her and her husband got married. So congratulations on Maya and her nuptials. Maya and her new husband. Good stuff for them. Nothing but great blessings and great wishes for them as they move forward. Awesome. Awesome. Well, we had a good show for you. 10 o'clock, Zack Pearson from Chicago, from BearReport.com is going to join us. We're going to continue our Bears talk. Bears rookie mini camp is this weekend, Friday and Saturday, up at Hallis Hall. Everyone will be in the building. They'll be on the grass for the first time together. All the rookies, all the rookie draft picks, the undrafted free agents. So they'll be there, and we'll get our first look at this new class coming in. Caleb Williams, Roma Dunze, Kieran. My man Luis Mejia in the house. Good morning, Papa. How are you? Rise and grind. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. So yeah. So we're going to talk at 10 o'clock. We're going to talk with Zack Pearson. Got some good baseball to talk. What? Both sides of town? What? Good weekend for both sides of town. I was very impressed. And the Sky. See, the WNBA done messed up. You done did messed up now. But they're going to correct it. Correction has already been made. We're going to talk about the WNBA screw up. Man. Screw up. But yeah, it's been a good weekend. I hope for all of you, if you're able to, or if you celebrated Cinco de Mayo yesterday, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I did. I went to my buddy's place, Local Cantina, on 95th over in Oak Lawn. Amazing. Free. They had a complimentary buffet. So they had rice, beans, of course. Rice and beans, got to have that for Mexicans. You also had papa con chorizo, potatoes cut up with Mexican sausage, chorizo. They had tostadas. They had huevo mexicano. So they had tomatoes and little peppers and stuff in the eggs. They had some nachos. Man, it was delicious. Delicious. Let me tell you. So I stopped in there, had a few drinky drinks, and the DJ was killing it. Killing it yesterday, boy. Killing it. Wow. So good time. Good time over at my guy Andy's spot. Big shout out to Andy Solis for hooking a brother up. Yesterday on Cinco de Mayo in the brunch, it was great. It was great. Good time. Bar closed at 6. I was out of there like 5:15, 5:20. So this day drinking thing is awesome. I love it. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I didn't do anything afterwards. But so I get home. I had a long day yesterday. But I get home after the party. And so I get home like 6:15-ish. Did I stop anywhere? About 6. About 6-ish, 6:15. And I just go to sleep. I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning. I was 8 hours of sleep. My body didn't know what to do. It was like, get up. You don't ever sleep this long. Mayo yesterday, if you don't know, Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day. No. What it is the Battle of Puebla. The Batalla de Puebla. The town of Puebla was a key victory for the Mexicans in their over the French to gain their independence. It was one of the key victories. And believe it or not, it's not actually celebrated all crazy in Puebla. It's not. It's more, it got really commercialized here in America. It got commercialized. Yeah. Like I said, it's not celebrated all crazy down in Mexico. But you know what? America wants to make an event out of everything. And that's cool. That's fine. You know, Corona, Dos Equis, Modelo, they bought into it. You know, it's another great way to push your product, promote drinking. Okay. There you go. But yeah, good time yesterday. See, I'm wearing my Mexico hat from the World Baseball Classic. Yeah, I was pretty happy. Pretty happy yesterday with I was able to find the hat. I wanted a different one. I wanted the all black one with the M, but I couldn't find it. So I'm going to be on the lookout for it. Probably go to eBay and get it off of eBay. Some tequila shots. Some tequila shots were in order yesterday. It was good. It was good. But I ate first, which was perfect. I actually worked out twice early. It was crazy. That's a whole nother story for another time. But I ended up working out twice yesterday morning. Great day. And Feliz Cinco de Mayo to all my paisas, my compas, my peoples. It was a great day. All right. But listen, guys, you know how we do. You fool, you know how we do it. The first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, our first top of the morning topic, man. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? I know which way we go. You know darn well which way we go. The good guys. You know it, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The good guys. Yeah, traveled on I-55 to hang out with Nelly and the St. Lunatics Down to the Lou. The White Sox beat the Cardinals yesterday 5-1 and take 2 out of 3 in the weekend set. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Just win series, baby. 2 out of 3. That's all you got to go. Garrett Crochet, he got the win. He's 2-4 on the season. He went 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 6 punch outs. Eloy Jimenez, 1 for 4, cranking out his 11th. I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't know where the hell I got 11 from. Cranking out his 4th home run of the season. Oh, there it is. Driving in his 11th run of the year. I just dyslexia. My bad. Numbers dyslexia. Grossman was 2 for 3 with a double. His 4th, driving in his 4th RBI of the year. And DeYoung, he was 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. His 6th and 7th doubles of the season. Driving in his 7th run on the campaign. Good win for our boys. Good win for our boys, and they're going to I'm telling you, it's supposed to be an outing this Thursday. They're going to make me want to go to that. You know, keeping it moving. The White Sox, they traveled on to Tampa for a 3-game set with the Rays. Mike Clevenger making his season debut today for the White Sox. He's going up against TBA. That means to be announced. For those of you who don't know what TBA is, TBD, to be determined, TBA means they don't know who the hell's pitching for Tampa. They don't know. They don't know what the hell's going on. Remember, we just swept Tampa about a week and a half ago. Hopefully we can sweep them again. That would be great. That would give us a 5-game win streak. Shut the front door. But hopefully we can get at least 2 out of 3. But a sweep would be nice. First pitch tonight is 5:50 p.m. Central Time. You can check it out. Check that game out on NBC Sports Chicago, or you can listen to it on their flagship station, AM 1000. You know, it is a interesting scenario. The White Sox still have talent, but they're still very young. You know, Lewis Roberts out, Yo-Yo's out. Eloy yesterday cranked a home run, which was great to see. I love it. Brian, you are a damn fool. Day drinking is okay until you end up in a ladies' restroom at a Chinese restaurant. This is why you got to cut it off. Like, you don't go spot to spot to spot. It's not like clubbing back in the day when, on Friday and Saturday night. You don't do that. Go to one spot. It's it. And you limit it till 6 o'clock. That's why the day drinking thing at local cantina is so awesome. It's 12 to 6. So, it doesn't matter what time you get there. At 6 o'clock, you're done. So if you get there, I got there at 1 o'clock yesterday. At 8, first thing I did was eat. Then I only had like 5 drinks, like 1 an hour. That was pretty much it. And it felt good. The day drinking, yeah, ending up in the ladies' restroom, in any restaurant, Brian, for men is probably not a good thing. Evie, what's up? How you doing, Mama? Evie Bear Down. Davis in the house. Good morning. Appreciate you checking us out over here. Shorty's talking about $2 tacos all weekend at a local Mexican restaurant. Man, you got a 20? God forbid a 50, and you got a family to feed. You got a 40 2 20s. Man, you straight. You are straight. Evie, very nice sentiment. How about them Cubbies? I don't like the Cubs, but they did a nice gig. 2 out of 3 over the weekend. And that's all you need. Just need win 2 out of 3. You don't got to go on a 17, 30, 50-game win streak. You win 2 out of 3. Every series, you win a series. That's it. Win, lose, win. Perfect. You won the series. Win, win, lose. Perfect. You won the series. Lose, win, win. Perfect. You won the series. All of a sudden, that starts adding up. 2 for 1, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. That's 5 and 10. It's 10 and 5 and 20 and 10 and 30 and 15 and 40 and 20. And hold on, player. That's a 666 winning percentage. That's pretty damn good. White Sox did the same thing. Took 2 out of 3 down to Lou. You're welcome. Although the Cardinals are not really your competition since they're in last place in the NL Central. But you're welcome anyway, Cub fans. Let's see. Oh, look at you. Taking the Bears group admin and a friend to the Crosstown on 6/5. Is that? Oh, that's at Wrigley. Isn't that at Wrigley in June? I think that one's in Wrigley, right? Yeah, I think the Sox, the Crosstown for that one on the south side is in August. So, okay. He hates the Cubs. He meaning me. I'm here to take him to the most magic. Oh, your people. Oh, okay. He hates the Cubs. Take him to the most magical place. And Evie, have you been drinking this morning? The most magical place on earth. You know, people still pee in the corners and the bathrooms either too. You know, they still do that, right? I'm just saying. I'm just giving you a hard time, mommy. I'm just giving you a hard time. You know it. Brian knows, true story. Evie, thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate it. AC Adam in this joker. What's up, Papa? Thank you for tuning in. It was a good week. Man, Cubs handle business 2 out of 3. My boys, Southsiders, handle business 2 out of 3. It was a very good baseball weekend for Chicago. Plank, what's up, Papa? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. She's like, yes, Wrigley. Okay, you got to stop. You have to. Are you talking about the seats where you sit behind the pole, those seats, or come on? It's a dump. It's a dump. It's just old. That and Fenway. Once the allure goes off, once you're done, like you're done there, like the first game, like, oh, okay, I've been in Wrigley, historic field. Yes, it's historic. Monument, landmark status. I get it. But after the first time, it's like, oh, okay. Anyway, I digress. Let's see, Evie, you said, my grandma took me to my first game of Wrigley in 1962. We walked up the stairs and I saw the field. I told her, this is where the magic happens. And she said, yes. Okay. So there's a lot of history. I get it. Evie, that sounds like Kaminsky. Someone got thrown off the upper deck. It's probably a Cub fan. You don't belong on this side of town, scrub fan. Just know it's a free country. Just know where you're going. Know where you're at. Like freedom of speech. Just watch what you say. But good stuff for the good guys. All right, for the Cubs as well. But listen, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we'll finish up with these top of the morning topics. We will get to your Cubs. The Cubs are coming up next. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the Superback, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Ryan Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face. Ugly.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left, and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down, because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Hitter because it takes away a release point from Garrett.
And Garrett Crochet, the strikeout of Donovan is hit hard, straightaway center, backing up is Carlson, and it'll one hop into the stand, so a double for Paul DeJong to start with one out in this top of the second. One strike count on Ramos as the infield comes in. Ramos gives this one a charge to left center. Catch is made. It'll be deep enough to score. Paul DeJong from third. Well hit out to center field. Carlson going back, looking up, and it is gone. A solo shot for Eloy Jimenez, his 4th of the season.
There you go, baby. Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of NBC Sports Chicago. Those were the good guys yesterday with a nice win yesterday. All right, down I-55, down the Lou. The 5-1 victory over the Cardinals yesterday. In the shadow of the arch, the St. Louis Arch. Those are the boys. I like it. I like it a lot. Man, let's see who else. This is great. And then every said used to watch Cub games on WGN all the time. And then Levette, I used to sell ice cream out in front of Wrigley when you were younger. Nice. No, we saw him there. We saw them there. Don't worry. They'll be on the south side. They'll be on the south side. What? Cornelius, hey, my dad was a Sox fan, so I had to suffer through those boring Sox games when I was a kid. You better watch your mouth, Cornelius. You better watch your mouth. Really? It's just a walk to Wrigley, huh? Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Cub fans. You're welcome. I don't know, Evie. I don't know. Well, the next top of the morning topic. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? The Cubs. There you go, baby. There. You happy, Cub fans? The Cubs blanked the Brewers 5-0 yesterday. Javier Assad with a stellar performance. He got the win. He's 3-0 on the season. He went 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 punch-outs. Dansby Swanson, he was 1 for 4. Cranking out his 4th home run of the season, driving in his 12th RBI of the year. Nico Horner was 1 for 5 with a double, his 10th of the season. All right, driving in his 9th and 10th runs of the year. And Chris Morel, well, he just added his 21st RBI of the season. Big win for the Cubs yesterday out on Cinco de Mayo. up north, man, can you imagine all the Cinco de Mayo parties and themes they had going on in Wrigleyville yesterday? Probably is just insane. Insane. Had to be crazy, crazy, crazy. Unbelievable. But no rest for the weary. The Cubs, they host the San Diego Padres. The Padres tonight at Wrigley Field. Yu Darvish is on a bump for San Diego. He's 1-1 with a 3.45 ERA going up against Justin Steele, who's 0-0 with a 1.93 ERA. First pitch tonight is 6:40 Central Time. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to the Cubs on their flagship station, 670 AM. Tell you what, I know the Sox stink, but it's always good when baseball's fun in Chicago because it makes the time from basketball and hockey season, because they end around the same time for us now, because our teams don't make the playoffs, to training camp. It's good to talk baseball. The Sox win a series, Cubs win a series. It's good to talk baseball when both teams are doing well. Okay, and it just shortens that period between rookie minicamp, OTAs, and training camp, preseason, bam, regular season. It just shortens. It makes it quicker. It just goes so much quicker. Because I know most of us, if not all of us, are Bear fans. All right, we're dying to see this season, how it unfolds. A lot of excitement around here. A lot of it. And rightfully so. So good stuff from the boys this weekend. I like it. I like it a lot. Next top of the morning topic, the sky. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. The Sky had their first preseason game. Was it Friday? Unfortunately, they lost to the Minnesota Lynx, 92-81. Allen led the way with 17 points. Angel Reese, damn near a double-double, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Dana Evans, 13 points. Camila Cardoso, 6 points, 4 rebounds, although she left with an injury, so she didn't play as long as she wanted, as they would have liked for her to have played. Yeah. There was, man. You know, ladies in the huddle, Twin Towers, Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso. And there was one play. Listen, let me tell you something. This is going to be a fun team to watch. Fun team. These two, the reason being is that Angel Reese is crazy talented. She's very, very, very talented. Not only does she score, but she can handle the ball pretty well for someone who's 6'2", 6'3". But she also has the amazing ability to facilitate. She's a phenomenal passer. There was one play they're running their motion, and Camila cuts across the middle, dives at a hole, and Angels just hits her for a nice little easy layup off the glass. Just Angel Reese just waited, like, okay, let all the picks happen, little screens happen. Let me see this roll here. You pop out here. Here comes Camila. Boop, up off the glass. Good. Oh, and by the way, today is Angel Reese's birthday. Happy birthday, Sad Town Barbie from Sports Zone Chicago. I don't know if you saw the interview with her last week. She's fired up. She's got a lot of spunk, a lot of personality. I love it. Chicago loves it. As she finally had some Harold's. And she's like, yo, Harold's is busting. She was like, the chicken is good. Someone gave her some Harold's. So there you go. Maybe that could be her next endorsement deal with Harold's Chicken. I love it. That is dope. Yes. Oh, my man, Junior. Coffee, peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly or just peanut butter? Peanut butter and jelly or just peanut butter? I don't know. Cornelius, yes, you are right. Evie, it starts Friday and Saturday, the 10th and the 11th. But actually, it's rookie minicamp, not actual minicamp for the entire team, just rookie minicamp. So just the rookies are going to be in town for 2 days. My guy Junior. Yep, Hermitage and Irving. That's when I met Junior 27 years ago. 27 plus years ago, you're living on Irving and Hermitage. Man, many a night I stayed there. Oh, man. What was great is that I'd be out partying. See, Junior was married at that point. Well, still is. But he'd been married, and his wife was actually pregnant the first year I met him. So after like 2 or 3, about 2 years, maybe it was the second year. I don't know if it was the first year, but the second year he was like, look, instead of going on, I was still living in Tinley. He said, if you're ever out this way and you're out partying, he goes, just come out and you don't feel like driving to Tinley, just come over here. All right. Don't worry about it. We got it. You're more than welcome to stay here. And yeah, I stayed, man, many a day I stayed at Junior's. many a day. So thank you, Papa. But that's when I first met Junior, back when he was on Hermitage and Irving. So that, but anyway, Camilla is friends with Caleb too. Oh, okay. You know what I really hope, and this is really cool. I'm hoping for the Brat Pack. Okay, not the Rat Pack with Frank and Dean and Sammy. I'm saying the Brat Pack, like Rob Lowe and Demi Moore and those guys. I'm hoping that they all become friends, and I think they may. You know why? I got a good friend of mine as a promoter, and he knows all the athletes. Right? He's got them all. He always post, like him and Chris Morrell are good friends. He's a Cub fan too, poor guy. He was on the field last week, something after Morrell. One of the days Morrell had a home run. Who did I meet with him? Jordan Howard back in the day. He had, he hung out with Caleb. I mean, with Justin and DJ Moore, all those guys, because he's a Cub promoter. So you get him in. You got VIP for him, the whole nine. So I'm thinking like getting these guys, all of them together. Like it would be dope to see. I mean, even like Kobe White would be like the old man, but he wouldn't even, not even that old. He's like his 4th year. So he's right in there. So get a Kobe White, get an Io, get Connor Bedard out there too. Get him out there. hang with the young guns. All right, Caleb and Roma Dunze, and you know what I mean? It's getting all those guys together would be pretty cool. And I hope they become fans of each other where they go to each other's games. I think that would be really dope. When you can, and get a suite, get some Sky players up there, get some Blackhawk players up there, get some baseball players up there, watch the Bears, and vice versa. Yeah, the Cubs were at Wrigley yesterday and in a suite, and they're going to go to the South Side pretty soon, I would imagine. But then make sure some of the Sox players and the Cubs players are at Bears games. I think that's great. I'd love for them to become really cool, really close as they're young, as they're changing these franchises around. I just think it'd be cool. Junior said peanut butter, no jelly. Okay. Yeah, you gave me a J. No, he gave me a key. I know, he just Yes, like St. Elmo's Fire, yes. To have a young group of athletes, star athletes together. And you got to get Connor Bedard in there. All right, you got to get Connor Bedard in there. And get some of the younger guys, Luke Reichel. And you know what? Like, party with us a little bit. Because hockey players, they might party, but they'll party a little different. All right? Come hang out with Caleb and Angel Reese and Camilla and Kobe White. You know what I mean? Like, come hang out with some of the more melanated superstars of the city. Coming out with the people of color, man. I'm telling you, have a good time. You'll have a good time. It'll be, and I think that would be great. I hope my guy Mario can get it done. That would be, because now you start cheering for each other. Like when I was in college, and we'd go to the basketball games. My guy Bill Walker, whose son actually plays in Virginia, and his daughter just won Washington D.C. Player of the Year. She's a stud. She's going to Maryland next year. But we'd go to the guys' games. The football team would go to the guys' games, and we're loud and rowdy. We'd go to the girls' games. They're loud and rowdy. You know what I mean? It was just pretty cool. And they were always at the football games as well. So it was pretty cool. So I hope that the new guard here, the young guard, the new guard here in Chicago sports really become friends and really support each other. And I just think that would be pretty dope. I think that would be pretty dope. I just hope Caleb's everything he's hyped up to be. Chicago fans, he don't even need to be that, Evie. He doesn't even need to be everything he's hyped up to be. With everything they've done, he doesn't have to be that. He doesn't have to be phenomenal. He has to be really good. I think he has the potential to be great. But even if he's just really good, this team's going to be awesome. She's like, I've always been a loud and rowdy fan. You know what? You got to love women like that. You got to love it. You got to love it. So let's hope that these guys do become friends. And speaking of this guy, we're almost done. Tomorrow, they host the New York Liberty tomorrow at Wintrust Arena, their first home game. Still the preseason. Okay. And because here's what the WNBA did. They screwed up. There was no way to watch the Sky game. We couldn't find it. There was no way. No, you couldn't watch it. I'm like, that's kind of crappy. And someone, how did this go? Someone was live streaming the game on their cell phone. Someone was live streaming the Chicago Sky Minnesota Lynx game on their cell phone. Do you realize it got almost 3 million views? 3 million views from that live stream. So now the WNBA said, whoa, hold on, player. Almost 3 million? Guess who's going to be available on the WNBA League Pass tomorrow? Yes, the Chicago Sky. Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso. It wasn't going to be on the League Pass. But they said, okay, well, for all the people who are still debating whether or not they want to get it, here's a nice incentive. All the Chicago people, I'm going to get it today. I will get it today. And you know what? I will not come back on the airwaves on Wednesday if I don't have it. I will order the WNBA League Pass. All right. I'm going to talk the talk and I'm going to walk the walk. All right. We want these girls, we want these young ladies to get more or bigger salaries. You want more. Cool. No problem. You do the same. Do the same. Okay, make sure you go and you order the League Pass. You know what? Even if you don't watch a God-blessed game, it's $37. It's $37. You spend $40 on dumb shit, you don't even realize, where did that money go? Just one time. It's it. $37 a year. Help these girls, help the WNBA make more money, help these girls get bigger contracts. Okay? And the more they're seen, guess what? The more marketing endorsements they get. So they may not have the salaries of the NBA players, which they'll never have, but you can still supplement your income with endorsements. $500,000 here, $1 million here, $2 million here, whatever it is, plus residuals. We'll decrease that gap. Now that gap will never be completely closed. But hell, At least get them six figures. Like they're making 60, 70,000 a year. Some guys make that in a game. So let's up it. All right. Don't be one of those people who wants to complain about a lot of shit and then don't do anything about it. Okay. Again, even if you don't watch the game, any games, it's $37. Support them. Think of 1 million people. Just 1 million people just got the league, WNBA league. That's $37 million. $7 million. Or 500,000 people. That's $18.5 million for the WNBA. Obviously, you got to pay people to go video, the video people, the audio video people, but a lot of that can go into the coffers for the players. So I will get mine today. I'll get my WNBA League Pass, $37. You can't beat it. So make sure you check it out. Check the ladies out tomorrow. They're at the there goes the warden, the CrossFit. See if we can get credentials for that. I'm gonna try. We'll see. We will see. Anyway, where'd you go? Next top of the morning topic. Yay. Yeah. The Bears will host rookie mini camp this week, Friday and Saturday, May 10th, May 11th at Hallis Hall. And I know all of us are excited. All of us Bear fans are super excited, super stoked, super fired up. Looking forward to it. Whatever you want to say. We're excited. We are anxious. Heavy. You guys are still talking about it. I love it. Rush your race to see many sports players. Heavy. Okay. Doug Plank has come on my show quite a few times. Yeah, we'll try and get him on. He's a good dude. King Book of World. What up? What's up, Papa? How are you? Yeah, the WNBA dropped the ball, but you know what? You live and you learn. So now you got to understand that people want to see here. You still got the people in. Listen, let me take this down for a second. Let me take this down. There are 3 markets, not to mention her national popularity. I'm talking about Angel Reese. There are 3 markets that want to see her. 3 big markets. You got the DMV area. She's from Baltimore. She's from the B-More. So people want to see. They're going to want to see her. That's one market. That's the DMV. That's DC, Maryland, Virginia. All the people in there are going to want to see her because that's the hometown girl. Then you got Louisiana. The Bayou Barbie wins a national championship for them. So you know they're going to still want to follow her because she was such a inspiring young lady. Wins a chip for them. And then now you have Chicago. Chicago wants to see her. Don't do dumb shit, WNBA. Stop doing dumb shit. You need marketing people who can capitalize on every single opportunity. All Caitlin Clark's games got to be there. All Angel Reese's games got to be there. And you know what? I get it. A lot of the veterans might be a little annoyed by the hype that these youngsters are getting. But guess what? These youngsters are going to bring you money. As long as you stay in the league, they will bring you money. You know, the Sparks had a nice draft as well. So the big markets, young stars. Man, they need to have access. You have to have access to these players. People need to see their games. You have to do that. Do not let that slide. Do not let that happen again. Man. Not Evie, they can't. There's no way. There's no way. They don't generate enough revenue. It's not about men versus women. It's about generating revenue. What do they generate? And they're not going to generate. They're never going to generate as much because they're not high flying and dunking and blocking shots and all this stuff. And that's just more exciting. And it's not saying that WNBA is not exciting. I'm not saying that at all. NBA is just more exciting. That's it. That's why they'll never be paid the same. But you can get them into six figures. You can get them to $250,000, $500,000, and soon, maybe you get them to $1 million. A couple people at $1 million before you know what, everyone will be. Maybe the max will be $4 million, $3 million, $2. You know what I mean? Somewhere in there, and that's a hell of a lot more than they're coming when you're $75,000. But they'll never make the same. They don't have the same TV deals. They don't have the game just isn't as exciting. It's exciting, but man, the athletes that the men's game has is far superior than the athletes that the women have. That's just what it is. But again, can't get $250,000, $500,000 a year. King of Hooker World, man. Hey, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What else? Oh, James Ford checking in. James Ford. I don't like Shawn that much. Let's keep it in a buck with you, Ma. Just keep it in a buck, Levette. Oh, man, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. No, I love it. I love it. But I'm excited to see Bears this weekend. Okay? I'm excited to see the Bears. I'm excited to see you talked about the Bears sign Leon Jones. According to this is very true. Until they get a network deal, they got to get a TV deal. TV deal is where it's at. Got to get a big time TV deal. That's it. Once you do, man, here comes the money. You talking about the Bears sign McCartan this weekend. We were talking about him on my daily Bears talk with Nomad. We like that. Yeah, you said Leon Jones. Yeah, guys, do me a favor. If smash that like button for me, would you please? We'd appreciate it. We'd appreciate it. Charles Johnson in this house. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Yeah. But training camp, rookie mini camp is going to be fun this weekend. As I said, it should be pretty fun. We get our first look at all of our draft picks, all the UDFAs. It's going to be a good time up at Hallis. But we're going to take a quick break because on the other side of the break, we're going to welcome our guy, Zack Pearson from BearReport.com. And it's been a while since we talked, so I'm going to get his take on the draft, his thoughts on it. Where does this offense rank in the division, in the conference, in the league? So we're going to talk to my guy, Zack Pearson, next. Man, it's been a while. Been a while since we talked, so I'm really looking forward to. So keep it locked right here, folks. Zack Pearson coming up next on Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Yeah, hello. I'm really not sure if this is what you all do, but I really don't have anywhere else to turn.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
My kids are out of state. buddies from the Army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I miss so much time with her. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called.
Okay, sir. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Every day we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips were of our newest wide receiver. So is that like wide receiver 1C? Is that what that is? Because damn sure ain't wide receiver number 2. Damn sure ain't wide receiver number 3. Is it got 1C? Huh. I'm going to ask our next guest that. That's a good question. That's a good question, Shawn. Way to think of it. Well, our next guest is a good friend of the program. He's been rocking with us for years. Been in the game for years. Finally got to meet him and realized he was 6'12". Like, God damn, dude, what the first time I met him. Like, you didn't look that tall when you were sitting down on the camera. He covers the Bears for BearReport.com. And you can find him on Twitter at Zack with a K, Z-A-C-K, Zack_Pearson. Guys, let's welcome back to Shawn and Maya, Zack Pearson. Zack, what's up, Papa? Good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Good, man. Things are going well. Had a little day drinking episode yesterday, which was fun. Cinco de Mayo. Dude, I'm telling you, day drinking is it. 1 to 6. I was done. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Things are well. Things are well.
Yeah, it's I joke, I'm like, I'm getting old, man. I can barely even hang past, like, now that I have a kid, I'm like, man, bedtime is just super early for me. I can't make it past 11 sometimes. even regular without drinking.
I hear you, man, dude. That's awesome. How's the little one doing?
Good. I'm chasing him around, so I'm getting my exercise in.
Good. Get your steps in. You're all good.
Yeah.
See, kill two birds with one stone. Excellent.
Yeah. Yep. The Apple Health app is just flying off the charts, so it's great.
Hey, well, we haven't talked since the last time we spoke was before the draft, before the trade of Justin. Man, so how did you like the way it played out? Most people thought that Justin was going to get traded. He was. They draft Caleb. They draft Rome. Give me your thoughts on those first two picks. Because after that, I was just like, after that point, I'm like, hey, I really don't care what we get because I think we won the draft. But how were your reaction after the first two picks?
Yeah, I mean, the first pick, it was exciting, obviously. In a way, though, it was just kind of like we knew it was coming after a while. So, like, the lead up into it was just, okay, like, it's going to happen. Now it's just, let's get to that Thursday. Let's get to the pick. Let's make it. It was still, an exciting time, obviously, when they call his name and, number 1 overall pick. I think the real excitement really started, like, right as you saw, after the Patriots took Drake May, after the Cardinals took Marvin Harrison, all those rumors of trades flying everywhere didn't happen. And like as the picks were going off the board, you're like, okay, well, the Bears are going to have their choice of an offensive tackle, Rome Odunze, or one of the defensive, tackles or defense or edge rushers. So because it could be something special. And then Atlanta takes a quarterback for whatever reason. Still have no idea what they're thinking. And their excuses, we'll have him here. And yeah, but he's also going to be like 29, 28 years old in 4 years after Kirk Cousins, if he stays Kirk that long. But when Odunze was available, you kind of just felt the excitement. And I was like, that's got to be the pick. That's got to be the home run, slam dunk. You got to make that pick. Like, I get the arguments for adding in the trenches. I understand that. My thing was, I didn't think any of the Byron Murphy, Varese, Dallas Turner, any of those guys were worth number 9. I think you should have traded back if you were targeting one of them. At 9, Odunze was the pick. And I think it's pretty clear how high he was on their board. You can take the quarterbacks off the board. I don't think they thought they were going to have a shot at Marvin Harrison. So when it came down to it, I mean, I truly believe Odunze was like a top 2 player after Caleb Williams on their board. And they got, it felt like they got it right. And it's something covering this team I haven't felt in a long time. Like it just felt like they got it all right. Like they just felt like it, boom, they actually did something the right way. I mean, even in my eyes, like the excitement when they drafted Justin a while ago, that was there, but it still was kind of, for me, was like, okay, like there are still some things in this game he's got to improve, things like that. This just kind of feels like it's right because I feel like it's 2 picks. Like I feel like they got 2 top 3 picks essentially in this draft.
Yeah, and I mean, there's still things he needs to work on.
Yeah.
Listen, does he have a supporting cast? And I think the biggest thing, the biggest acquisition we could get that we got this year wasn't Caleb Williams, wasn't Rome Odunze, was Shane Waldron. I think people consistently forget how important it is to have a person to develop. All right, you see it there. Coaching matters. All right, you can't. I mean, look at what they did to Justin. Look what they did to Daniel Jones in New York. How the hell? Or in Mac Jones in New England.
Yeah,
you had a defensive special teams defensive coordinator. Come on.
Yeah,
like, what do you think he blew? Like this, coaching matters. And Shane Waldron to me is the most important guy. He's worked with Russ. He's worked with Gino. Hell, got Gino a huge extension. All right. This guy understands how to maximize a quarterback's talents. And you maximize Caleb. I think Caleb can be great. I don't know. I still don't think he's generational. People throw that word around too much. But just because you're not generational doesn't mean you can't be great.
Yeah.
and if you say that, people want to, you need to burn in hell. Like, dude, he's not generational. But it doesn't mean he can't make Pro Bowls. It doesn't mean he can't be all pro. It doesn't mean
that word for me, it's a strong word because like really, when you think of like generational, I like to use the example like Michael Jordan was generational. Like he dominated the late 80s, 90s. Kobe Bryant dominated the 2000s. LeBron James dominated the 2000s. That's generational. Like it's, I get, Patrick Mahomes is generational. Yeah. So yeah, I agree. I do think it's a strong word. I just feel like we kind of throw that out there like it's nonchalant, like, oh, generational. This. I think the better way to say is he's one of the best prospects we've seen in a way. You know what I mean?
I think that's a great way to put it. Yeah, one of the best QB prospects in the last 20 years. Yeah. I have no problem with that. That's being realistic.
Totally fair. Yeah.
Because he is, and for me, well, I don't know if you know. So me and his high school coach are buddies. We went to college together.
Okay, yeah.
And so I had him on my show last week, or right before the draft, and actually the day after the draft. So he called me and we were talking about him. And one of the things he says, like, the kid's a leader. I'm like, and I asked him, I said, Randy, I'm like, his name's Randy Trivers. You may know him, but
yeah, I've come across the name. Yeah.
Okay. And he was like, I said, what's going to happen when Caleb is not asked to throw the ball 30 or 40 times? I'm like, because you're not going to ask a rookie quarterback, regardless of how great a situation it is, to throw 30, 40 times. And he was like, listen, man, he goes, he's thrown 40 times in a game in high school, and he's thrown less than 15 times in a game in high school. I said, he's cool with either one. I said, he just wants to win. I'm like, if that's the case, I was like, man, I'm like, that's going to get him to be throwing the ball 30 or 40 times sooner, because once you run the ball, which I think we do, I love the upgrade in the running back room. I love the help on the offensive line, some decent center for now, backups. Man, you run the ball, they have to stack that box, and guess what? Now you get to throw. So I'm excited about that and his ability. How good of a rookie season do you think he can have? Seeing that Shane Waldron might not protect him, but make sure he doesn't have to shoulder the load of this franchise, at least for the first half of the season. Maybe you take the training wheels off the second half, because the rumor had it and confirmed that he's already been indoctrinated with Shane Waldron's concepts and things like that, because his quarterback coach and Shane were good friends, blah, 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 blah. So he's got a head start. How good of a rookie season do you think he can have?
Yeah, I think I don't want to say something outlandish like MVP candidate, because I think that's just way too high of an expectation for a quarterback, and we have to be real about that. Like
the next Candace Parker, rookie of the year,
right? Yeah, no, I mean, like, it should be, rookie of the year should be an achievable goal for him. It shouldn't be that out of reach. Now, he's going to have a team where he's got a defense that's ascending. He's got playmakers all around him. My biggest question, I think the biggest thing for his success is not, how's he going to spread the ball around? Will the run game get going? How good will the offensive line be? I still have some questions about that. I think that is their biggest weakness on the offense. I think personally,
what concerns you most about the O-line?
I would like a better center. I do think, depending on the route they go, someone like Ryan Bates is serviceable. I would like an upgrade. Problem is, you're not going to find a really good center at this point. You know what I mean? Like, at this point in the offseason, you'd have to trade for one. Like, maybe a veteran gets released on camp cut down, but at the same time, why is he getting released? You know what I mean? In a way, there's a reason why. I worry about the guard's health. Like, I don't worry about Tevinjenkins' skill set. I don't worry as much about Nate Davis's skill set as others do. I do think, at that right guard spot, if he struggles, you can kind of, in a way, mask that a little bit or help that out, because I do think that Darnell Wright is an absolute stud out there.
Monster.
I'm worried about the health. If they go down like they did last year a couple times, or something happens and they miss games, the center misses games. I mean, there could be a situation. I don't want to scare Bears fans, but there could be a situation where you got the interior, the center, two guards. If they're hurt at the same time or something happens, they're kind of screwed in my eyes. I would think that'd be like the one thing hampering him. I'd like to see a little more from Braxton Jones. I'm not fully sold either way. I don't think they should totally move on yet. I don't think they should totally commit yet. I think this is his year to, all right, what you do this year, we'll take that into consideration, maybe upgrade next year or stick with you. I think in terms of realistic expectations, like, you look at Caleb, he's got the playmakers. Should he throw for 4,000 yards? Maybe. No one's ever done it here in Chicago. If he doesn't, it's a disappointment. I don't think so. If he does, it's great. I'm not going to say, that should send him all the way up and, be one of the top quarterbacks of the league. I think top 15 should be realistic in a way, top 20-ish.
Mid. You want him to be mid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and not even like mid in the bad mid. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
If he comes in and is top
Middle
15, holy smokes, so that's a good rookie year. So I just don't think I feel like when we talk about it, and it's not just you and I, but like when the discussions everywhere on Twitter, it's so like he's got to be this, like he's got to be top 3. If you moved on from Justin, he's got to be. I'm like, not yet. I mean, he could struggle this year. There was a time last year. CJ Stroud is a good example. I mean, he's the one that everyone wants to look at because of what he did, and rightfully so. There were a couple games. Believe me, I have him on my fantasy team. I don't really like bringing fantasy. I don't like bringing fantasy.
So you know his games.
There was a couple games where he struggled a little bit in terms of production, touchdowns. I think the Texans also won some of those games because they had a good defense, a rising defense. They had a solid run game, and he made plays at the end. So, yeah, I mean, I just either way, it's hard to say what he should be. But, I think rookie of the year shouldn't be out of the picture by any means. And that's going to be the expectation for him. He's a number 1 overall pick. Just get better. Show that you're the guy. Just get better as the year goes on.
I agree with you. I think that it's all going to come down to him. If he can understand, and Shane Waldron, look, here's what we're going to do. Year 1. All right. I'm not taking the training wheels off until I see him. We're looking minimum week 9 or 10. All right. Yeah. So don't ask me shit about it. Don't ask me to throw more. Don't get me wrong. We're gonna have we're gonna take some shots.
Oh yeah.
We got Roma Dunze. We got DJ Moore.
You have to.
This ain't gonna be the greatest show on turf.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No, not yet. No.
Not yet. We're gonna hand the ball off a lot. We're gonna ask you to make some plays. I'm gonna ask you to be extremely consistent in the short to mid game.
Yeah.
Because if you're, and if you tell him that, and if you're extremely consistent and efficient in the short to mid game, just think of how you're going to be in the deep game. Because we got the running backs here, all right, and short passes, zone reads, or you know what I mean? All these things are going to open up to you. I just need you to be patient.
You got Cole Kmet there.
Yes, you got Cole Kmet. You have all these weapons. I need you to be patient. Let's not have this conversation again, or not going to have another conversation till week 9 or 10. Now, if I decide sooner that we can, then I'll make that call. But I don't want, you know what I mean? That's got to be told to him so he doesn't get, because they might have success early. They might. And he's going to want to throw more. He's going to want to throw more. It's like, no, just wait. So if that conversation's had with him and he's cool with it, this offense can be pretty damn scary. Pretty damn scary. We talked to you about the wide receivers.
Yeah.
I was joking, DJ Moore, stud. Keenan Allen, stud. Roma Dunze, stud in college. Is he like a wide receiver 1C? Because all these guys are phenomenal at what they do. Don't play man because your DJ zone will destroy you. Don't play zone because Keenan will find him and Travis Kelce are excellent at finding soft spots in the zone. And Roma Dunze can do it all. Route running, finding soft spots in those, running deep. Talk to me about how you feel, how excited you are. If you are, I assume you are, but I should never make an assumption. Makes an ass out of you and umption, so I don't want to do that. Talk to me about this wide receiver core and how excited you are about this with a stud quarterback.
Yeah, on paper right now, looking at it, I mean, we haven't seen them all together. I haven't seen them all together yet. We'll see Odunze this weekend at House Hall. On paper, I mean, it's one of the best, one of the better ones in the NFC going into the season. I'm excited, man, because like you said, you have DJ Moore. We know what he can do. And he played with some bad quarterbacks in Carolina. He put up a really good season last year. Mostly Justin had
record numbers.
Yeah, had a couple games with Tyson Bagent as well.
Only 200 yards in those 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, it counts to it though.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, because without it, I don't think he would have had.
Probably would have had 1,100.
Yeah, would have had 1,100. So. Yeah, I mean, you have Keenan Allen, a guy who, like you said, he's a veteran at this point. He's in an offense now where he doesn't have to be the guy. You look in Los Angeles, and Keenan Allen had Justin Herbert, who's, I think, is a fantastic quarterback. That's a different argument for other people. But, Mike Williams couldn't stay healthy. They drafted Quentin Johnson. He struggled a little bit. He had to be that guy. He doesn't have to be that guy now. You have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. What I like about Odunze is you watch the tape, you could put him in different spots in this offense.
Bingo.
He needs to be in the slot. He can. We saw DJ Moore in the slot a little bit last year. DJ Moore can move around just a little bit.
All of them can. That's
All
phenomenal.
interchangeable. You have, I'm still not giving up on Tyler Scott. I know kind of had some struggles with drop balls. Yeah, I mean, he's probably in a less pressure situation. Last year, he kind of had to step up a little sooner than they'd hoped for. Darnell Mooney struggled. Chase Claypool was non-existent, so he kind of had to step into a role. I think they have a really good receiving core. I'm excited. I don't like to use the term like there's only one football. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's a good problem to have. And like, I wouldn't be discouraged. I was talking to someone about this last week, and they said, well, what if Odunze doesn't have the 500, 600 yard season? I'm like, that's not the end of the world, because you got to think about this. Like, Cole Kmet's going to get his targets. Gerald Everett's probably going to get some targets in the red zone. You got the receiving backs out of the backfield, Swift and Herbert. Roshan was actually their best receiving back last year on the roster, in my opinion. And you still have DJ Moore and Keenan Allen who are going to need their targets as well. Plus, they're probably going to run the ball as well, a lot more than a lot of people think, that just because they have these three wide receivers. So I don't think, if Odunze has a quiet year in terms of stats, I don't think it's a bad year. I like the talent. There's just, there's so much talent on this offense for the first time. God, man, it had to be like Jeffrey, Bennett, Marshall, Forte. So we'll see how it plays out, but I'm excited to kind of see how. I'll tell you, I'm excited for the first mandatory mini camps, the training camps, when the secondary, the defense, and the offense line up, because it's going to be fun. Because you have guys in the defense that they talk, and they talked all offseason or all training camp last year. And it actually was to the point where Justin said something in the media about it. A couple wide receivers said something in the media about it. And the worst part about it was the offense couldn't shut them up, because the offense wasn't really good in training camp. So I think this year you got guys like Caleb's not going to be afraid to talk. It kind of feels like DJ and Keenan are going to give it right back. So it's going to be fun battles. I'm really excited for this offense.
You, me, and I think all of Bears Nation, and I think the one thing that, as I said, as long as Caleb understands he's growing and takes all the learning, takes all the talks, takes all the coaching, be coachable. You know what I mean? I mean, coaching matters, but it only matters if you're coachable. And from what my guy Randy said, this kid's coachable. It's from, he's dying for it. He loves it. He welcomes it. He embraces it.
100%.
And if he does, I see sort of the second half. It's definitely the last quarter of the season, the last 4 games, the 6 games. I easily see them taking the training wheels off, because of the fact that they've already started with the concepts, because of the fact he's already working with all of his wide receivers. All right. Yeah. Because of that fact. All right. Because of the fact they get extra help or extra time because they're in the Hall of Fame game. Because of all these factors. Okay. I definitely think it won't take the full season that I would normally say, okay, let's watch. You might have some good plays week, 16, 17, 18. I think it might be like 12, 13, 14, 15, week 15, where you start seeing like, oh.
Yeah,
and you start to see him calling his own plays. You start to just see the development, the growth, and that excites me, because, like you said, since 2013, since Cutler was slinging the ball to B. Marsh and to Alshon Jeffrey and to Bennett and to Forte, like every single one of those guys had made or was going to make the Pro Bowl in the next year or two. That's how crazy that offense was. And this one has a potential to be even better when you got 1,200 plus guys, on outsides you could throw to. So I'm excited about that. Talk about the defense though. They addressed it. Let me not say that. They addressed the edge position with Booker. Are you okay? What about the 3-tech? Do you think Gervon Dexter is going to step up? Do you think Booker's a one-trick pony? And I shouldn't say that. It sounds bad, but to me, it's like I'm thinking Mark Anderson, one-trick pony from 06.
Yeah.
Is he only in passing downs? Talk to me about that defensive front. How you feel about that?
Yeah, they look at Booker when we talked to one of the scouts, and how they scouted him was natural 4-3 defensive end. Like, just fits that perfect. So I'm still a little worried about the pass rush. I think Montez Sweat, I would not have any concerns about. I need someone else to step up, whether it's Billings or Dexter or Pickens. DeMarcus Walker's kind of a guy. I still think they're going to add. I would not be shocked if they brought back Yannick Ngakoue. I do think they want to bring him back. They don't want to bring him back at $10 million, like they gave him last year. $5 to $6 million is probably a number I think they'd be comfortable with. Which might seem like an overpay to some because of the health concerns and what he did last year didn't really produce fully. But you're going to be paying a price for edge rush. Pass rush, you're going to be paying a price for. So that's just the nature of it. Yeah, I think you bring him in. You could even slot in DeMarcus Walker, into a 3 techniques at some point or put him in line there. He's done it in the past. I think he's got some versatility there. I think the key is going to have to be someone like Gervon Dexter taking that next step. And we saw flashes of that. We saw last year he got better as the season went on. He had the best rookie season between him and Pickens, in my opinion. I don't think that's not to write Pickens off or anything like that, but you could see Dexter getting better and better and better. I need a little more pass rush. That'd be my little worry right now. Maybe Booker turns out to be a little hidden gem. Maybe he's a rotational guy to start, which I think will happen. So probably go with Walker. Someone's got to get to the quarterback besides Montez Sweat, because you're going to get from Montez Sweat, but if you get that other guy to get to the quarterback, I'd feel a lot better about where they're sitting on that defensive line, because behind them, man, the linebackers, exceptional. Secondary, in my opinion, exceptional. So get that defensive line working, and I think could have a special defense.
I think they're one edge rusher away or a year away with Booker gaining size and strength from being a Super Bowl ready defense. I think they're a playoff ready team defense. Hands down, they're playoff ready.
Yeah, they showed it last year. I mean, the last
6 games.
When they acquired Sweat. I mean, I always tell people, look, the trade deadline was October 31st. Look at their numbers before they were dead last in QB hits, hurries, sacks, takeaways, pressures. They were dead last. They were top 10 in tackles, but that's because you have to make those tackles. Yeah, I mean, wide receivers are catching the ball and running backs were catching the ball. When they get Montez Sweat, man, they didn't shoot up to the top of the list, but it was just
pretty high.
Yeah, they improved in every single metric. And they got better. I mean, the Green Bay game, they were in that game at Green Bay because of the defense. They got the turnover late. They got the stop at the end of the half. They were in that game because of that. They just now get better as we go on and don't have a let-up season for that defense. I agree. I think they're probably an edge rusher away, maybe an edge rusher 3 technique, another one away from being a legit top 5, top 3 defense potentially, or the ceiling of that. So I do think they're a playoff ready defense. I think this team takes the next step. You go into the playoffs somehow this year. I don't think you feel bad about your defense. I think, and hopefully you don't feel bad about your offense, but I don't think the defense is what you'd feel down about.
Yeah, and guys, we're joined by Zack Pearson, who covers the Bears for BearReport.com, talking Bears football here on Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. I think we're in lockstep with a lot of our views on this. I think the defense. One guy I want to see, I know is kind of not off the wall, but if we can get Noah Sewell involved, give me a. I'm thinking Coach Washington is really having a lot of fun thinking about all the different types of defensive packages he can play. You can, you throw a NASCAR package in there. Noah Sewell was phenomenal coming off the edge at Oregon. You bump in, maybe you put, you have Booker, so you have Sweat. Maybe put Booker in at the 3 tech or a nose and have him go, and then slide DeMarcus Walker in, have Sewell go in one of the linebackers blitz. I mean, there's so many different things you can do with these talent that they have. I'm super excited. I do think that he's a one-trick pony this year. I'm talking about Booker, and again, not a bad thing. Yeah. But it's second and long. All right, it's third and long. Do not pass go. Do not collect the running back. Just go directly after the quarterback and get it. And I think he can do that. I've watching his tape, dude. His dip is just crazy, and he's gonna have to acknowledging understanding it quicker, the timing, because you're getting better tackles, obviously. But if he can get that dip down, Lord have mercy. Like he just disappeared and his tackles was like, whoop, oh shit, sack, boom. And it's like, man. So I liked it. I like that pickup. And we are, and you and I are where we are. I talked to Javon last year at the end of the year when he was getting better. And he was just like, he thanked the coaches. Man, they've been on me. My teammates have been supporting me. He goes, I'm just starting, really just starting to get it, And so this defense to me is really, really exciting. It's going to be fun. Eberflus, is this a year? First of all, is he on a hot seat at all? And secondly, is this the year where he can truly be evaluated? Because year one, you tear the defense down. You can't evaluate him there.
Yeah.
Year two, you don't have an offense. Your defense, you didn't have Montez Sweat all year until you get that. Year three, now you got 9 out of the 9/11. Some of your defense pretty much set. All right, your offense it got some studs. Is this the first year that you can truly evaluate, or Ryan Poles can truly evaluate Matt Eberflus?
I think so. I think I jumped the gun a little bit last year when they had that bad start and they were struggling. I said, I don't think there's any way they can bring him back after, that bad start. And I thought even towards the end of the year when they lost to Green Bay, I was still like, man, this is going to be a really good coaching cycle. The names out there, obviously, Ben Johnson, Detroit, then decided to go back to Detroit. I said,
I know
the
that
names.
sucked.
Yeah, I was like, the names out there are going to be the best in the last couple of years, probably in future years too. But I think this buys them some time. I think this year, if it goes bad to start, like they start 0-5, 1-6, 1-5, I think the hot seat will be there for him. I don't. It's hard because, like you said, man, like year one, total throw all that out the window.
Yep.
They've also invested a lot into this defense.
Big time.
They gave Jalen Johnson a big contract. They paid 2 linebackers.
New free safety.
You got Montez Sweat. You gave him a big contract. There's a lot of money in that defense, and that's his specialty. So if they come out and struggle and that defense struggles, I think he'll be on the hot seat. Do I think they'll fire him? I think it'd have to be like a 5-12, 4-13, probably 6-11. I could see where they move on from him. But I don't know. I think he's safer right now than definitely where he was, last year when it was week 4 or 5 and they're blowing leads and they couldn't finish games. But he'll be interesting to kind of evaluate because he's got more coordinators in. And the other thing, too, that was part of it last year was they also had a coordinator that abruptly was gone. And they also had another coach that was abruptly gone for HR reasons and things like that. So it's like, that's a knock. You look at that. If I'm Ryan Poles, I'm like, what the hell are we doing here? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I do think, though, a good year keeps him definitely on board, at least for another year.
I agree. I think this is his first chance to be truly evaluated. And everybody wanted him fired. I'm like, look, dude, it's his first time head coach. Like, people make mistakes. Like, you can't, you can't, people I get him. I'm like, guys, think of the first time we did our job. Like, the first time we screwed up.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I shot, I was still in broadcast school. I was doing Tele Chicago. Dude, all I had to say was my name, who I'm with, Tele Chicago, and where I'm shooting from. We were at John Barleycorns in River North. Dude, it took me 20
easy.
20 takes. That red light
easy.
goes on. Dude, the cameraman is just like, all right, let's take it again. And I felt bad. I was like, I'm Shawn Sierra. He's like, okay, now you got to be relaxed. So it's not easy doing it the first time. I think he's getting more comfortable with it. How soon do you think where he fully steps back, if he does, and gives the defensive play calling duties to Coach Washington? Because Coach Washington is a guy who's been a defensive coordinator, phenomenal defensive line coach. Do you think he does that at all this year? Or if not, when do you think he does? When do you think he feels comfortable saying, okay, you got it, Wash?
I don't think it'd be this year. Okay. I think that defense is too important to him. I think when he took it over last year,
that's his baby. That was his baby.
Yeah, and they obviously got Montez Sweat. He was comfortable doing it. It was nothing to him. Losing a coordinator like that for non-football firing like that, that's never easy because you're just thrown right back. Okay, like I have more responsibility now because Flus likes to be in everything. He likes to go to all the team meetings. He likes to pop in and out of meetings, offense, defense, special teams. So he's really got his hand into everything. Now he's not making the calls for exactly everything, but he's got input. Yeah, I don't think he'll give it up this year. I'd be shocked if he gave it up next year too, unless they need a change, they need a new voice or something like that in the locker room. But I think that's totally fine with Eric Washington too. I don't think that would be a problem at all.
It takes a lot off of his play where he can just be the D-line coach. He's just DC in name, and he can really work because he's one of the most respected D-line coaches in the league, and his ability to pull out the best in his defense, in his players, is awesome, which is why I think Gervon Dexter has a big improvement. That's why I think Zach Pickens has another improvement. Why I think Billings, even though he got that big contract, he's going to get better. Sweat's going to get better. Think about all these guys. I mean, think about Sweat. If you even say Sweat getting better, you're like, holy shit, like how much better can it get? You know what I mean? I think it. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let me talk about the offensive coaches though. All right. Your thoughts if this offense gets to the playoff? Caleb has 32, 35, 3,700 yards, whatever. A lot of tutties. Shane Waldron most likely will go. How comfortable do you feel with Thomas Brown stepping in? And I think I'm not going to say it, so I don't want to lead the witness. How comfortable do you feel Thomas Brown stepping in, who's the passing game coordinator now, who did interview for the offensive coordinator position? Yep. How comfortable do you feel with him just stepping in, and how seamless would that be for this offense?
I don't think it'd be too much of an issue for them in terms of getting it all set and organized, because that's just reality of the NFL now, especially the offense side of the football. If your offense is good and you're the next big name, you're going to get a head coaching job. You're going to interview at the very, very least, which is technically a good thing. We thought that would happen with Luke Getsy. Obviously did not happen. Went a different direction. Still got a job. Still could happen with Luke Getsy. We don't know. I got to see how that goes down in Las Vegas. I don't know what they're doing at quarterback down there. Yeah, that's bad. But yeah, no, I don't think it'd be too much of an issue. Would you expect a little drop off potentially? Yeah, but he's going to be around the offense. He's going to be around Caleb. He's going to, I'm talking about Thomas Brown. He's going to have 1 year at least under his belt. He would get the interview. He'd probably get the promotion unless they have someone else in one of their coaching trees that they'd like to bring up from a different team. Someone else becomes available. I do think it'd be Thomas Brown probably next in line. I don't think it'd be too much of an issue. Like I said, you're already working with Caleb. You're familiar with the offense. You're familiar with the system. You have experience with that. Kind of what you plan for, essentially, when making these hires.
And more importantly, they're familiar with you.
Yes, exactly.
That's awesome. So it's like Ryan Poles showed his ass. Like he knows exactly. He doubled down on defensive tackles. All right. And now he doubled down on offensive coordinators. I think that was a perfect thing to get him as a passing game coordinator, because he understands Shane Waldron is a hot name. All right. And Caleb, God forbid Caleb go for 4,000 yards, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's definitely gone. Yeah. You know what? And you can't fault the guy, because his Shane's ceiling could be an offensive coordinator, but don't stop him from getting head coach pay for a couple of years. Yeah. And before he realized, hey, Vic Fangio waited how many years? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we saw, like, look, Vic, you're just not a good head coach. You're a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator, just not a good head coach. And, he's back in his element. So, yeah, let my man go, and then you can let Thomas Brown do his thing and having continuity, having familiarity with everybody. Because, DJ Moore up this year or next year?
I believe it's next year.
Next year?
Yeah, I believe. I'd have to double check. I'm pretty sure he signed a 4-year deal.
When you got Rome, for 4 more years after that. He'll probably pick up his 5th. You still got your extended Komet. You got the other tight end. You got the running back. So, Brown's going to walk into a phenomenal situation. So, before we let you go, Papa, what do you think? Give me your approximate record for you to be happy as a Bears reporter and happy as a Bears fan. Where's the floor? Where's the ceiling for this team?
To be happy, I think you got to be 9-8 to finish the year around there.
Minimum
For me,
okay.
yeah, 7-9. What would it be? 7-10 wouldn't worry me. Wouldn't make me. Okay, we got to fire Flus. We got Caleb's not it. Anything like that. If there's progress, like if there's improvement, depending on how the year goes, things like that. Man, I think ceiling is wild card berth, potentially sticking it with the division till the end. I think, I want them to be in that playoff picture graphic, but I don't want them to be the team that they just include the Ral fans up. Like, don't be the dead last. Yeah, don't be team 5 in the hunt. Be team 1 in the hunt. Be team 2 in the hunt. Be that 8 seed, 7 seed, whatever it is, or 7 seed. Be that 7 seed. Be right there. I think take steps forward. Caleb plays well. But if Caleb plays well and this defense as well, they're not going to finish with 7. I'd be shocked if they finish with 7 wins. I don't think they're going to get 11, 12 wins. That'd be a little surprising to me. I think the season's already exciting. Like covering the team, I haven't been this excited in a long time. Like it just feels like being in Hallis Hall up there for that weekend, being around them, it felt like monumental in a way. It just felt different. It felt like, okay, things are starting to go in their direction now. We haven't even seen them on the field, so I gotta kind of pump the brakes. But it was just a good feeling. Like, okay, maybe they got this right. Maybe things are on the right path. But just be there at the end in the playoff race. If they miss it by a game, they miss it by a tiebreaker, I'm not gonna be too upset. Obviously they win 5 games, 4 games. Something definitely went wrong in my eyes.
Yeah. I say double digits.
Okay,
I think got to be 10. Like there are 3 games you should have won. You had a 90% chance, to win. 90% chance to win that game late in the fourth quarter, and you didn't. So it should have been 8, 9, or 10 wins last year. You upgraded the offense. You upgraded the defense. You upgraded the play caller on offense. So now you're not going to have a 160-pound Darnell Mooney blocking a defensive end for the quarterback to get outside. That's a great play design. But I digress. So for me, it's 10 wins, and then you have all these guys. As I said earlier, if Caleb realizes that I don't have to be the man this year, I just got to get the ball to the men this year. Yeah. If he isn't up, I don't give a damn if he plays just like Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
If he plays just like Brock Purdy his first year, or at least the first half of the year, and gets comfortable, boom, 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 boom. I got this slant here, I got this hitch, I got this curl, and he gets efficient with those guys. Man, this team's going to be unstoppable because of that defense. And I know this sounds really, really weird. Talk to me about that punter, though, because I got a story about punters. But talk to me about how you feel about this guy, the crocodile puntee, they call him, the crocodile punter, a whole bunch of different nicknames he's got. But this guy can be a weapon. He's very, very, very talented.
Well, they needed an upgrade. I don't know why it was so shocking. I mean, yeah, like they get the 4th round pick, but if you listen to Ryan Poles, they loved him. Like you go and get your guy. If you have a high grade on him and you need an upgrade, you go get your guy. Yeah. You don't wait, because he probably would have gone before you could trade it back into the 5th round, I'm guessing. Yeah, I like the pick. Trenton Gill was dead last in punt average last year. I believe he had 18 punts inside the 20. It's just not going to cut it. And you need someone that can change the field. When you got a defense like this, you need someone that can pin them back. And he can do so many things with punts too, like the angle, the launch angle, distance, all that. Getting it to stick in, when it bounces, getting it to spin back, not touchbacks all the time. I think I liked it. I think they needed an upgrade. I think they went out and got an upgrade, and it's a cheap upgrade too. They don't have to go out and spend a lot of, decent money on a free agent punter or anything like that.
So I played with a guy that came in, and the guy who sent him to us was like, this dude is an amazing, you're going to love this guy. I'm like, why the hell am I going to love a punter? He goes, just watch. He goes, I'm not going to say anything. He goes, just watch. He goes, you watch them after 2 games, and if you don't love this guy, he goes, I forgot what this is. I'll buy you dinner, whatever. I said, okay, cool. So first day I'm warming up, And I'm just kind of jogging around the field, and I see him. He's kicking from the minus 50 or minus 40. All right. Coffin corners it. Okay. For those of you who don't know what a coffin corner is, he kind of puts it in the corner, like inside the 5, toward the sideline, so it can hopefully go out of bounds. Dude, he did it 3 times to the right. Every single time was inside not the 10, the 5, and took a straight 90-degree angle or 90-degree bounce out of bounds. I'm like, holy shit. And he did it to the left. Then he turned and did it to the left 3 times. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And then the thing that stopped, I was like, I had said, dude, he boots it down the middle. It lands like right around the 5 or 6. It hits, it bounces up maybe 5 or 6 feet, and then just comes down and just bounces and stays right there. I'm like, and this was on turf.
Yeah,
this was on turf. I'm like, what the? I was like, dude, how the hell did you do that? And the funniest line, he's like, ancient Chinese secret.
I'm telling you, man, it's totally different. Punting is totally different. It's a lot of Australians are coming over and playing college football. That's why you'll turn on a random Saturday game. And you're like, oh, Miami or North Carolina, they have a punter that's 29 years old that's from Australia. And it's just how it is now. Like they play the Aussie football rules. And with Taylor, I asked him. So if you read his bio, he could kick left and right-footed.
Yep.
He doesn't do left in the games. He's never tried left in the game. But it's interesting to me because when he was playing the Aussie style, he would use his left or his right. So, I mean, they could do – it's crazy. And it's a weapon. I mean, special teams are very important. How many games are decided by kicks or, block punts?
We had a good special teams guy named Devin something or other.
Yeah, I mean, return games, all that stuff, man. Like, special teams, it's important. I think Ryan Poles realized, hey, I can't have my defense starting at 20 every single – a lot of times. So let's get even moving them back inside the 15, 10, it makes a little bit of a difference.
Dude, I said last week, with this Joker, this Mother Hubbard, our defense will start inside, our opposing offenses will start inside the 10-yard line at least 15 to 20 times this year. At least. And you want to help Caleb? Well, now we get a 3 and out, and we would get any kind of return. Now we're in plus territory. Now we got to go 43 yards for a touchdown. We got to go 46 yards for a touchdown. We got to go 38 yards for a touchdown. Like you want to help your rookie quarterback? That's how you help your God blessed rookie quarterback when you start inside plus territory. And Ryan Poles has looked at the big picture. Like, okay, how can we get him to short fields, touchdowns, confidence, touchdown, confidence. Throw it up to 6'5" Keenan Allen. Throw up to 6'3" Roma Dunze. Throw up to 6'5" Cole Kmet. Give it to DJ. Let him break tackles. Good job. So give me your grade. What grade do you give this draft?
When I put it out, I gave it, what was it? A-. I had it as A-. I thought the Caleb pick was an A+. I thought the Dunze pick was an A+. I liked the punter pick. I liked the Booker pick for the value. Didn't mind the offensive lineman. I think that was my lowest. Yeah, Kieran. I think that was my lowest grade for him. I think I put it as like a C+, B-. I want to say it's been a couple. Can't remember exactly, but yeah, I think it's an A-. I think you addressed some needs. You got the guys or the guy Caleb Williams knew was coming, but you also got a Dunze. I think right there. That was enough for me.
You and me both. At that point, I'm like, if you get an edge, even better. I said, but if you walked out of that draft and just literally drafted those two, I'm good. I still think we would have won the draft. It's exciting. It's really exciting. Looking forward to it. I like you. It's been a long time since I've been this excited. Probably since 2013. Yeah, probably since 2013 with that thing. And the thing is, they're all young. That's the thing that I love. I mean, okay, Keenan Allen is he's in the. But you still got DJ Moore is only 26, 27. All right, he's got another good 4 to 5 years left, easy. All right, obviously Rome. You got Tyler Scott, who hopefully gets better. You still got Kmet as well. So yeah, and they're young, and that's the thing that I like about it. They're young and they're exciting. They're looking forward to playing each other. Caleb's leadership came under question a lot. His teammates didn't like him, this and this. Tell me what you thought of when he went looking for Rome after they picked him. All right, they announced the draft, and he went and go looking for him, and he was in the curtains in that little section, I don't, doing media or whatever stuff, and he goes, Rome Odunze. Tell me how you felt at that moment. I'll tell you how I felt, but tell me how you felt when your starting quarterback, number 1 overall pick in the draft, goes, looks for you, and hypes you up, telling you how excited he is that they drafted him.
It wasn't surprising to me. Before the draft, I talked to, 3 people that covered USC, a couple people around the program, former teammate or 2. Literally everyone said they have no clue where any of the leadership stuff is coming from in terms of the negative stuff with Caleb Williams.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't surprising to me. I mean, I talked to guys that were just saying, Caleb being around his teammates and taking leadership was just the forefront. I mean, everyone saw it that was around the program. Everyone knew what type of player he was, what he does, not only on the field leadership, off the field. I think as we got closer to draft time, it kind of came out more and more. But I was sold. Those people I trusted, people that, are around the team, that cover the team daily, that are respected, national media. And it made me feel a lot better about it all. So when that happened, I wasn't shocked. It didn't really do much for me. And that's not a bad thing, because I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm used to it. Like, this is who he is. This is who he's going to be. He's already doing that here in Chicago, already reaching out to all of his team. I mean, new rookies reaching out to the minute after they're drafted. So yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I think you need that. Especially you're coming in here and you're replacing a guy who's a fan favorite quarterback. Like, you need to have that leadership and dispel all those rumors and reports and stuff. So yeah, it didn't shock me. I don't know. I wish I had a better reaction to it, but I was just like, it was normal. I was like, wow, okay, yeah. I mean, this is just who he is.
Yeah, to me, it got me excited because it showed it solidified that now Rome, like for Rome, like that's my dude. Like Caleb, Rome will now run through a brick wall for Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Right. They had a good friendship before, but you searching him out, you know what I mean? I think that you talked about the leadership. That's a leader.
Yeah.
That's a leader. When you hype everybody else up, and you're worried about them, you're not worried about yourself. You're confident in who you are.
Yeah. And I think, and I don't mean to interrupt you, but like, I think like we went back and that whole bowl game thing was going on with Miller Moss. And I think that was kind of the start of like a little bit of the, stuff, the leadership. People focused on like, oh yeah, Miller Moss is lighting up. I don't even who they even play that game.
I don't remember.
I don't. They blew them out. I was
on
the wrong side of that betting, so that was bad for me. They focused on that. They focused, and I actually got the answer. The whole like we're a team now thing from defensive back, safety. I don't even know who the player was, but people forgot like in that game. They showed Caleb every time Miller Moss came off the field, the first person besides a coach was Caleb Williams. I mean, Caleb Williams was right there talking to him the entire time, celebrating with him, patting him on the back. So yeah, to me, I saw the leadership. I'm like, okay, we're forgetting like a key part. Like this is with everything, media, everything. Everything in this world, we all focus on like the negative. So we're forgetting so many good positives that come out of things and situations. So yeah, it was crazy. It was cool. Like actually, like because that was just a crazy time on social media and everything. No matter what side you're on, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
But it was cool to actually hear that stuff, like from like people near the program, people on the sidelines of that program. Like, yeah, the defensive player was talking about the defensive coordinator was like, oh, like they're a new defense. They were a totally new defense. Because if you watch USC games, Alex Grinch, they were awful on defense. They were god awful. He should have been let go 2 years ago. So yeah, it was interesting, but I'm excited to see Caleb's leadership at this level with these new teammates when we get going in the offseason stuff.
Yeah, I played an All-American quarterback and a couple of All-American quarterbacks actually. And so, yeah, that's the one thing that they did. Like my quarterback, he would have one of the guys here when I was in, he would have cookouts at the house all the time. Like, all right, everyone come to my house. We'll just do this, just stuff like that. And to me, that was the type of thing that Rome or that Caleb did, going to find Rome Odunze. Like, and then you saw Roman like, yeah, he was fired at their friends. But like I said, that moment solidified like Roma Dunze is going to run through a wall for Caleb. Like Caleb's his leader, and it is like it puts Peckner like you're the leader of this team, and I got you. You know what I mean? Like you're the man, Caleb, and I got you. So great stuff. Hey, Zach, awesome stuff, man. You know me and you could talk Bears for 2-3 hours, boss. I know the little one probably saying, "Dad, I'm hungry."
Yeah, he's getting there.
Do me a favor. Let everybody know where they can find you and your work online.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. It's just at Zack _Pearson, Twitter X, whatever they call it. And then you can just read my work at bearreport.com, do a podcast, all that stuff. You can find it on there. That's pretty easy too. So yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for having me on.
Man, love having you talking football with me, boss. We'll talk soon. All right.
Take it easy, man. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Will do. Likewise. Guys, that's Zack Pearson from bearreport.com. Man, I wish I could have had it for another hour, dude. It was awesome. I love talking football. I love talking football, period. I love talking sports, but I truly, truly, truly love talking football. Black Diamond, say it again for all the people in the back. Say it again for all the people in the back. I said it. That is the most important acquisition this offseason. That was the most important one. And you know what? We're going to have to hear from the Caleb, the Caleb cult. All right. When Caleb goes off, and Caleb's going to go off this year. Caleb is going to go off. He'll have minimum 3,000 yards. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 3,500, 3,800. Excuse me. He might get close. Okay. He might get close to the 4,000 yard mark. He'll get it in, next year or two. Okay. But let's not forget how important it is to have a guy who can develop you. So we're going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to deal with it and whatever. All right. We're all Bears fans, but I think it's exciting. It's an exciting time because I think you have to try to fail at this point. You have to try to fail. Like what they have. Evie, I agree with you. I agree. Expectations can lead to disappointments. They can. However, the defense has gotten better. It's gotten better, and we're taking bigger steps. You replaced an All-Pro free safety in Eddie Jackson, who wasn't playing like an All-Pro the last couple of years, with an All-Pro free safety. All right, you got this young kid in Booker. All right, you still need a 3-tech, but you're anticipating Gervon Dexter to continue his trajectory and playing better. Now you just got to get depth. You maybe re-sign Yannick Ngakoue. Okay, we showed you his film last year. He's not ready yet, but it doesn't have to be ready. It's not training camp season. We're only in May. He's got 2.5 months for him to get better, to improve, to get stronger. Yeah, King Booker World. I didn't believe in Flus at first, but the team actually made me believe because they believe, and that's the most important thing. Like King, remember, and everyone else, there was nothing coming out of that locker room. Losing sucks. Losing sucks, and we lose 13, 14 games in a row. Nothing was coming out of that locker room. All right, nothing, and that's a testament to who he is. That's a testament to the players buying what he's selling and believing in him as a leader. That is what got me. I'm like, no, it ain't nothing coming out of there. No one's talking shit. No one's saying, I need to get out of here. No one's saying his coaches have stuck. 14 games in a row. There's 13, 14 games in a row. It's a lot of losing, man. And for no one to come out and just get frustrated and say something to the media, that showed how much he has in the locker room. Caleb, I agree. It's a different scenario. But for me, it's not the numbers that I expect. It's the wins. All right. I expect him to have rookie mistakes. Okay. But I also expect you to toss it to those leaders, toss it to those vets, toss it to those all-pros, toss it to those Pro Bowlers. Rely on them. Okay. Till you're ready. Until you're ready to win games. All right. What did I say before? we can win. Right now, in the beginning, I want us to win with Caleb. Toward the end of the year and starting in 2025, we will win because of Caleb. Okay, because of him. And we don't have to win because of him this year, and that's fine. You got everything around you to help. Everything. Use them. And the more you use them, the more comfortable they get, all right? The more in tune they get, okay? And the more frustrating it becomes for a defensive coordinator. Like, all right, 2 weeks ago, he had DJ Moore. All right, DJ Moore had 8 for 125. Last week, Keenan had, 7 for 112. Who do you stop? The week before that, Roma Dunze had a game, had a game, 5 catches for 95 yards. You're like, who the hell do we stop? And then don't forget the running backs. DeAndre Swift had, 75 yards rushing and 43, receiving. Use those guys. Get those guys involved. All of them. And yes, the numbers will be down. Okay. But I'll tell you what's going to happen. Toward the end of the year, the numbers probably won't be. If you look at from maybe the halfway point on, the numbers, half of those numbers, you double them. Yeah, it's going to be pretty good. I'm excited. Really excited for the Bears. I'm excited to see this rookie class this year. See them get there and just kind of make their way, and just kind of make their way. But listen, guys, 2 hours is come and gone. My goodness. I want to thank Zack Pearson for coming on, talking Bears football with your guy. Great stuff. Do me a favor, folks. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. All right. There's a lot of stuff that I'm doing, and I need your help with that. I would appreciate, you subscribing and spread the word. Spread the word. All right. Sports Zone Chicago, Shawn and Maya in the morning. Great content we give you. And I give you all sports here. I have my show later today at 3:00 with Nomad. That'll be here on my Facebook page. And also it'll be on Sports Zone Chicago's Roku channel. Okay. It'll be there as well. So make sure you check that out later. 12:15, Lakina McGee and Sydney Brown, Second City Sports. Make sure you tune in for that as well. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited, folks. More and more that it's coming. It's coming. And I'm really loving the excitement around the Bears this year. It's going to be one heck of a season. So listen, for everybody here, all right, Illinois Jones in the house. Whoa. Good to see you, Papa. Thanks for tuning in. You just checked in. Good stuff. All right. But listen, 12:15, Second City Sports. Okay. And then 3:00 today, the SuperBack and Nomad Daily Bears Talk. All right. Tune in there. And then this show will replay tonight at 6 p.m. All right. So from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, Elliot Baez, our executive producer, Clarence Council, our social media guy, my co-host and absentia, Maya. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Guys, have a phenomenal day. It's going to be a beautiful day, 65-ish. All right. Enjoy it. And as I always say, make someone smile. Send someone a text. All right. A voice memo, whatever. Do that. Make someone, just tell them, hey, I was thinking about you. Hope all is well. Hit me back when you can. All right. Too much hate in the world. Let's spread some love. So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. And guess what? I am out.